We are Robin and Miko Wagstaff, and we are at the Myrtle Beach KOA in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
We are on our East Coast Lighthouse tour, sponsored by Campgrounds of America.
We've been married for 26 years. We started out in the Atlanta area. That's where we met and went to college. At that time, for work, I was an engineering manager, was doing a lot of traveling, spending a lot of time on the road.
While Robin is traveling, my Monday through Friday is work, work, work. And for me, really, work was that distraction because I missed Robin so much. I didn't really want to think about it all the time. The travel definitely put a strain on our marriage. To be honest, I felt more single than married. Kind of single during the week, married on the weekends, and that's a hard life to live.
Then we get to 2020. You know, everyone has their 2020 story. And for us, I was laid off from my job, a company I'd been with for 23 years. And just a couple of days later, your school closed basically, and so she was starting to work remotely. So I went from traveling basically 100% of the time to, okay, all of a sudden I'm home and she's home and we're there, and you know, we're quarantining together basically at the house, and it's like a whole new world. After a few months, we said, hey, you know what? Let's go on the road. We took a couple of short trips, and then we planned a longer trip, a 2-week trip, and that 2-week trip turned into a 2-month trip.
Camping has been one of those things, like a saving grace. We, use the outdoors as our escape.
So we went to Pensacola with our son, actually. He was home, so we went on a camping trip with him, and we went to check out the Pensacola Lighthouse.
They had a museum at the bottom portion of the lighthouse, and as we were walking around, I started seeing these miniature lighthouses, and something just clicked in my head, like it would be really cool to travel and visit all these different lighthouses. It probably wouldn't happen until we retired, but I kind of wanted to start the research now. And then I saw the KOA Get Out There grant, and I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a shot. Hey, you never know what's gonna happen. So I took the family photo that we took in front of the Pensacola Lighthouse, and I used that as my submission. Well, this trip so far has been amazing. Honestly, it's beyond my expectations. I really didn't, I knew it was gonna be a great trip, but just everything that we're seeing and that we're experiencing, I just had no idea that it would be like this. I think the views from the lighthouse are just amazing. That's, to me, that's the best part, is once you climb the steps, it's like the reward at the end is now you get to see the amazing views.
I'm a big history buff, and so, every lighthouse has its own story. And, most of them were built in the 17 or 1800s, and, some of the lighthouses even predate the town that it was built in. So, they always have a lot of history associated with them. So it definitely interests me. Kind of like I was saying before, I used to travel a lot by myself and experience all these cool things. Now I get to experience them with her, and that makes all the difference in the world.
And as we're traveling, we're taking pictures and recording video, and we're gonna post these pictures in our house along with our lighthouse map. And we're just thinking how cool it's going to be 5, 10 years down the road when we're looking at those pictures and we're able to talk about the experience that we shared and the cool things that we saw at each lighthouse.
So this is just the beginning. This is, KOA is just helping us get started. We are going to continue this. This is something that, we're going to go up the East Coast and up the West Coast. We want to keep doing this because we're having a blast. This pandemic has caused a lot of hard times for a lot of people. I mean, people have lost their lives, lost their loved ones, lost their jobs. I mean, I feel like everyone has lost something. We chose to get out and step out on faith, and try something different. And I encourage anyone to do that.
No one could have predicted the pandemic, but there's no way that we could have predicted how much it would have changed our life. I know it did affect a lot of people negatively, but I feel like we're coming out of this better than what we came into it. I mean, we're healthier, our marriage is stronger, I think we're closer to family. So it's like all the things that are important in life just kind of got magnified and we just focused on that.